destruction. And tonight, I would say with Moses, I would say with Joshua, turn, repent, choose God, serve Him, live for Him. That is the message of God tonight for this great audience of people at Yankee Stadium.
I see revival coming to planet Earth, maybe as never before. It would be untold numbers, an untold, uncounted multitudes that will be saved. The dead will be raised. The arthritic will be healed. Cancer will be healed. No disease would be able to stand before God's people, and that it would be a worldwide situation.
There's a church that doesn't just know about God, they know God. They don't just believe in His power, they carry His power. God will shake the United States of America one last time, not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit.
Crypto Island, Crypto Island. I'm just trying to make it. I'm a Crypto Island, trying to make it. I'm a Crypto Island.
We need more of that. Let them feel it today.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Check the Market. Check the stonks, the bonds, the crypto, and everything in between. How's everybody doing? Diane, going on a jet. What kind of jet? Jeff, good morning. Lyric, Michael from the 502. I got to check where the 502 is. Can't keep saying that and not know where the 502 is. Louisville, welcome. Annie, Kim from New Jersey, welcome everybody. Make sure you share the broadcast. How's everybody doing today? Yesterday was crazy in the markets. Made some good money. Ian, good morning to you. How did everybody else do yesterday? Some of those infrastructure stocks soared. How'd you do in the market yesterday?
I don't have anything in
We'll get there. Morning, Doug. Welcome to Check the Market. Jefferson County. No, not Missouri. Kentucky. Sorry about that. But yeah, yesterday a whole bunch of stocks were up. The Bitcoin miners are like crazy. Let's take a look at that. Mara, I saw that they were up again this morning. Up another 18% this morning. Oh no, 8%. They were up 18% yesterday at trading at $81 a share pre-market. Mara. I sold Riot yesterday because I was up 20% on it. Man, should have held on. Another 11% up. Oh well, 20% is better than 0%. Let's take a look at Bitfarms. That's another good one. Let's see where they're at. Up 4.79% pre-market. Crypto's doing pretty good. Saw that Bitcoin hit 68,000. Did you see that? 67,766 right now. Ethereum 4805. XRP 124. Dogecoin 28. Shiba Inu down again. Cardano 235, Solana 244. It's looking good for cryptocurrencies. You sold Riot too, Sandra? Oh, you got it? Doug? Awesome. I'm waiting for mine to come in. I got one from Max too that he can wear to school. We'll see if they send him home. Litecoin soaring this morning. Where's Litecoin at? Litecoin. Oh yeah, up 23%. Man. Litecoin Cash, LCC, is up 111% today. Not too bad. Cryptocurrency. XRP did, yep. LGB coin. Julie, good morning. Markets are open. There we go. There's the bell. Annie, if I were you, I would download Uphold or Coinbase. Take a look at those. Yeah, ADA is up 16%. Coinbase, Uphold, even Kraken, or what's the other one that everybody has? Webull. You can download Webull too. Those are good ones. Tiff is still holding Riot. Good job. Good morning from Hobbs, Ruth. Good morning to you. That is awesome, Tiff. I'm glad you held. I should have held. But you know what? I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to look at it one more time. Riot. Let's take a look. Up another 11% today. My goodness. All right, I'm going to give you guys the high-risk stock for today right at the start. I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. That way you guys can take a look at it. I should actually do it pre-market. So I might give it to you first thing when I come on. That way you can take a look at it. Because a lot of these move quick, and by the time 10 o'clock rolls around, we might have already missed the boat. So today it's Laser, L-A-Z-R. It's coming down a little bit right now, but keep an eye on that one. That's the high-risk one for today. Laser, L-A-Z-R. It's a developer of advanced sensor technologies for the autonomous vehicle industry. Now, this company, this is more of just like a play the news type of deal. Might be able to make a couple percentage points. They just had an announcement that they're selected to be part of the sensor suite in the Nvidia Drive Hyperion autonomous vehicle platform. So this is trading purely on news. Careful with this one. Make sure you catch it. But if you catch it right today, you might be able to make a couple percentage points either up or down if you want to buy some puts on it, whatever. But this stock has a huge interest among the Wall Street Bets crowd and huge interest in general because it's all new technology. It has to do with autonomous driving. So there could be potential for, some big gains there. But it was trading on the news. It's up 28% today. Right now, it looks like it's going down a little bit, but there could be another upswing. So keep an eye on it. See if you want to get into that one today. So that is the high risk one for today. LAZR. LAZR. So I'm gonna give the high risk ones to you guys from now on, from the beginning, because a lot of those are, if you don't catch it quite at market open, or if you don't take a look at it at market open, it might be too late. So we'll do that from now on, and then I can go over it again at the towards the end of the show as well. But let's take a look at the first article, and let's actually start off with the Nvidia one. That way, you can give a little bit of context to the laser LAZR thing as well. Morning, Ivana. Gerald, good morning to you. Nvidia promises fully self-driving cars with new Nvidia Drive tech. So Nvidia is another one to take a look at. I put them on my list. I'm going to take a look at them again. I've invested in Nvidia before, but Nvidia has really been pushing and innovating. So I think that Nvidia could be a good, longer-term play with this self-driving cars technology. So let's take a look at the article. Continue. NVIDIA, is well known for its autonomous vehicle efforts, and at the company's GTC 2021 conference, it's rolling out 3 technologies to support its future self-driving capabilities. The NVIDIA Drive Hyperion 8, which picked LAZR as a partner for that, for the NVIDIA Drive Hyperion 8, Drive Chauffeur, and Drive Concierge. Taken together, technologies help NVIDIA push deeper into the autonomous car space. What's more, the technologies provide drivers and passengers with their own personal AI assistant while their car drives them down the street. Drive Hyperion 8 combines a series of sensors including 12 cameras, 9 radars, and 12 ultrasonic sensors, and 1 front-facing LiDAR, which is probably going to be made by LAZR, the LiDAR. The whole setup is meant to be modular so automakers can take and leave what they want. Continue. NVIDIA says the system uses 2 NVIDIA Drive Orin systems on a chip to offer redundancy and failover safety, as well as the potential for level 4 self-driving tech. Self-driving capabilities are rated on a scale with 0 being you controlling every aspect of the drive, and level 5 meaning the car completely drives itself. NVIDIA's Drive Chauffeur, for its part, is the company's AI-assisted driving platform. It uses the sensors from Hyperion 8 and will allow vehicles to drive from address to address on their own in both highway and urban environments. In addition to driving itself, Chauffeur can act as a high-end emergency intervention system for those who'd still rather drive on their own. Then there's Drive Concierge, NVIDIA's in-car AI assistant. Think of it as a high-powered Siri in your car. It's designed to recognize each passenger and respond to them individually. So use your voice to control parts of your car that currently require you to twist knobs or tap touch screens. So NVIDIA really going for it there. I think that's great for them. And this could be a game changer if a ton of different vehicles integrate it. So it looks like NVIDIA's Drive Concierge is being designed to not only serve as an in-car intelligence system, but park your vehicle and allow you to summon it as well. Interesting. Continue. They do have a lot of that. So I wonder what classifications like my vehicle would be, since it like breaks itself if there's a situation where it needs to break. That's probably like what, level 1 or 2, Nick? What do you think? For like if a car has like assisted braking and stuff like that, it's probably like level 1 or 2, right? That's a good question, John. When will Tesla license autopilot to other manufacturers? But would they? Eric will not give in to the machines. Good morning, Brian. Andre. Nick, can we shoot a quick video today? Okay, let's do it right after. Can we do that? Or you want to do it after the 11 o'clock? Okay, so we'll do it right after. So Robert, I'm going to shoot the video right after, and then we'll upload it as soon as possible. Oh, Musk said he would license the autopilot. That's interesting. That would be a potential, like a serious revenue stream for Tesla too. Good morning, Lucy. All right, Rivian IPO. What you need to know. Rivian IPO is coming up. Let's see the article. Electric vehicle maker Rivian, RIVN, is all set to list its shares on Wall Street this week, having amended on Friday the Form S-1 statement originally filed on October 1st. Rivian proposes to offer 135 million shares of Class A common stock in its initial public offering, with the price estimated in the range of $72 to $74 apiece. Depending on the final pricing, the offering could garner gross proceeds anywhere from $9.72 to $9.99 billion. Rivian has also provided its underwriters with an option to buy 20.25 million shares to cover over-allotment. If the over-allotment option is exercised, the offering could potentially raise $11.18 to $11.5 billion. At the midpoint of the IPO price, the company is valued at $64.4 billion, given it will have 882 million shares outstanding post the IPO. Provided the shares do not experience any downside from the IPO pricing on its listing, Rivian would be more valued than BMW, Ferrari, Honda, and Hyundai Motor Company. Rivian has applied for listing its shares on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol RIVN. Musk speaking of Volkswagen with speculation that Elon was about to license autopilot. I remember he drove their electric vehicle. Oh yeah, that's right. That would autopilot Bentleys and Lamborghinis. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look more into that. Thanks for letting me know about that, John. I'll have to look more into that. So Rivian looks like they might be listed this week. It's probably, there's a lot of hype around this stock. So you never quite know what way these IPOs are going to go, but if there's a lot of hype around them, there could potentially be some money-making opportunity there. Just like with Coinbase and a lot of those other ones, it might pop in the beginning. So if you get in within, the first couple of hours and then get out, you might make, 5 to 10% or something like that on this stock. So keep an eye on it. That might be a good opportunity for this week, RIVN, once they list. All right, next. GE to break up into 3 companies. So GE is breaking up focusing on aviation, healthcare, and energy. Continue. U.S. industrial giant General Electric will split into 3 companies following years of seeing its stock underperform. The company announced on Tuesday. The company will be divided into separate units focused on aviation, healthcare, and energy. GE plans to spin off the healthcare unit by early 23 and the energy unit by 24, the company said in a news release. GE shares, which are already up 55% over the last 12 months, jumped 12% in pre-market trading. By creating 3 industry-leading global public companies, each can benefit from greater focus, tailored capital allocation, and strategic flexibility to drive long-term growth and value for customers, investors, and employees. CEO Lawrence Culp said in a statement accompanying the announcement, "We are putting our technology expertise, leadership, and global reach to work to better serve our customers." When Jack Welch left this company, that was the end of an era for sure. Continue. Good morning, Naveed, Gina, and Patrick. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tracy. The name GE will live on with the aviation company after the move is complete, and Culp will continue to lead that unit. General Electric was co-founded and by Thomas Edison, so on and so forth. Don't need to get into the rest. All right, next. Palantir reports 36% revenue growth, projects strong finish to the year. Let's see where they're at right now. PLTR. Down almost 7%. Somebody did not like it. Could be a good buying opportunity. Let's see the article. Palantir, which makes software and analytics tools for the government and large corporations, reported third-quarter earnings on Tuesday that beat analyst expectations on revenue and met earnings estimates. Shares rose as high as 5% in pre-market trading Tuesday morning. The stock is currently down not 3%, but 7.4%. Earnings per share, 4 cents adjusted versus 4 cents, according to Refinitiv, 392 million versus 385 million estimated on revenue. Palantir's revenue grew 36% year over year. That's a slowdown from 2 consecutive quarters of 49%, but it's still 36% growth. Palantir said it expects revenue to come in at 418 million, beating current Refinitiv estimates of 402. That would be for the next quarter. For the current quarter, revenue for the full year is expected to be coming around 1.53 billion, or 40% year-over-year growth. Palantir also reaffirmed that it expects annual revenue growth of 30% or more through 2025. So that's good news from Palantir. I still think it's a good company, especially with all the government contracts and things like that. Next. Fed says China's real estate troubles could spill over to the U.S. Interesting. Let's see it. The U.S. Federal Reserve warned Monday of a potential spillover from China's real estate troubles to the U.S. financial system. Since this summer, highly indebted developer China Evergrande has rattled global investors as the company has attempted to avoid official default. Other Chinese developers have also struggled to repay debt, adding to concerns of wider fallout in the world's second largest economy, roughly a quarter of which is driven by real estate. Stresses in China's real estate sector could strain the Chinese financial system with possible spillovers to the United States, the Federal Reserve said in its latest financial stability report. The report pointed to the size of China's economy and financial system and global trade links. The bulk of this document discusses domestic U.S. financial conditions from historically high stock markets and so on and so forth. But it looks like the Fed is starting to worry about the Chinese real estate sector. I don't know how much it would actually affect the U.S., though. Continue. The nexus of the Fed's concern is that China's real estate activity is slowing, but the developers have large debts, and some of them are diversified into other areas of the economy. U.S.-based head of global market strategy at Wells Fargo Investment Institute said in an email, These wide-reaching links mean that a slowdown in China's housing market could ultimately lead to unemployment, a drop in Chinese stocks, and deflation, which could spread through global trade channels as China cuts its purchases of goods from other countries. Yeah, that's true. However, he said such a fallout is unlikely. China's government has been wrestling with high corporate debt for years, is alert and its resources to deal with the real estate sector. Nothing authorities can still spend more to address a deflationary shock as they have in the past. The Fed's latest report also analyzed the role of retail investors in social media and stock market volatility early this year, as well as the role of foreign investors in a sell-off of treasuries in March 2020. So you want to take a look at that Fed report. On, Palantir, Andre, Palantir has been, a really nice chart with ups and downs there over the past. What do I have here? July, June. What's that, a year that I'm looking at here on the chart? Check out Maine. Zach says check out Maine. Let's take a look. Main Street Capital Corporation. Oh, wow, they're cruising today. The last 2 days there. A couple of days. I'll take a look at that one. More in depth. All right, continue. Let's see what else we got today. Bitcoin hits new all-time high. Let's see where it's at right now. 67,815, up 4% in the last 24 hours. Continue. Bitcoin and Ether hit fresh all-time highs on Tuesday, extending their rally from a day earlier. Bitcoin's price at one point rose above 68,000, eclipsing a previous record set in late October. The company's biggest digital currency climbed as high as 68,521 before easing slightly to 67,935 and now 67,815. Ether, the native currency of Ethereum's blockchain, notched a record high of 4840, and we're almost back there again, 4828 right now. These record-breaking moves come amid a wider rally in the crypto market. So-called Ethereum killers, Solana and Cardano, are up 21% and 16% respectively in the last 7 days. Next. I really hope it does. I've been seeing a lot of that on Twitter, John, that Ether 2.0 is gonna be a game changer. I really hope it is. I really hope it's not, already priced in or whatever. XRP is entering the NFT space. Interesting. Doug, are you still on? If so, did you hear about XRP entering the NFT space? All right, let's go to the next article. You don't have to be a genius to do well in the market. Josh Brown, Ritholtz Wealth Management CEO, joins Closing Bell. This was from yesterday to discuss his broader market analysis. He also discusses the transportation sector. So let's take a look at this. It's a short video from Josh Brown. I thought it was interesting. Let's see it.
People are up a lot and they're exuberant, they're in a great mood, and they're looking past the negatives that they've been kind of had in the back of their minds all year, and they're choosing to focus on the positives, and there are a lot of them. So I do think that there is some element of that, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you're going to make money if you're buying today, but most of our viewers have been buying not just all year, but 4 years. And so they've got huge gains in stocks. I mean, very big, very liquid, well-known stocks. You don't have to be a genius to do well in this market. The NASDAQ has been compounding at 25% a year since 2009. You just had to be in the game. You can underperform everybody and still be doing really, really well. So I do think that that is the prevailing sentiment right now. The dips are getting bought very quickly. Let me give you a quick example of something where people looked at it, they said that's not a good omen or whatever their signals are, and now they have egg on their face. The transports. The transports are pennies away from an all-time high today. That's after falling 13% between May and September. There's this old school line of thinking that the transports have to like magically always line up with the industrials or else they're a canary in the coal mine. The real economy just doesn't work that way anymore. The read through the stocks, that's not an actionable ratio to look at. It has no meaning at all. And that's the kind of thing that I think has been plaguing people for a long time now. Things that used to work reliably have no semblance on the current reality. And I can give you 50 versions of that. So big picture, it's very, very hard to be bearish. The only reason I think you would be bearish is because things look too good and people are acting a little bit too aggressively. I suppose there's some legitimacy there, but I don't know another reason for you to look at what's going on and say this is not good. It's good.
So interesting what he has to say there. I thought that it was interesting because he's basically saying like the old ways of analyzing the market are basically done because it's so irrational. You can't really, predict it all that well the way that people have been predicting it in the past. So we need to come up with new ways of analyzing the market. Doug says, yes, I did. I think Spark token and Songbird token will have something to do with it. So that, so it looks like they are. I also checked here on Twitter, and there are some, some tweets about that happening. So that's interesting that they're getting into that. XRP is getting into NFT space. Cadena Coin, a billionaire in upstate New York, started a mining firm mining Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Cadena. I haven't heard of Cadena. Adam Weitzman. I'll have to look into that. Cadena Coin. Kadena. Ethereum 2.0 will be big, but I'm not sure at this point it'll have a huge impact on the price, but it'll help be a main player in the DeFi ecosystem and the NFT space. If they can't get it out, I think long-term other assets like Avalanche and Solana. Yeah, I think that's true because the gas fees are incredible. Ethereum needs to lower their gas fees, or there's going to be other cryptocurrencies that take over Ethereum's place. Big statistical analysis. Yeah, the charting is, technical analysis is huge right now when it comes to the market, that's for sure. Qcoin. Yeah. I think Shiba Inu might have another run if it gets listed on Robinhood or Qcoin, but it would just be on news. All right, let's go over the next article. Let's see what else we have here. Investors, wholesale prices rise 8.6% year over year in October, tied for highest ever. Thank you, Brandon. Continue. Wholesale prices rose 8.6% from a year ago in October, their highest annual pace in records going back nearly 11 years, the Labor Department said. The government's producer price index, which serves as a gauge of final demand prices from goods producers, rose 0.6 for the month, in line with Dow Jones' estimate, and an indicator that inflation pressures are continuing to pressure the U.S. economy. The monthly pace was faster than the 0.5% increase in September. Stripping out food, trade, and energy prices, which what are you left with at that point? The index increased 0.4% month over month, slightly below the 0.5 estimate. On a year-over-year basis, core producer prices increased 6.2%. The year-over-year records go back to November 2020 or 2010. So we still have inflation pressuring prices there. Next, we'll see if it's over soon. I'm still in Shiba because I bought it at like 0.002 something. Let me actually take a look, see where it's at right now. So I'm still doubled up on it. So at this point I might go down with the sinking ship. You don't think it'll be on Robinhood? It is a little risky. Rolls-Royce secures £450 million to build mini nuclear reactors. Interesting. Let's see it. Rolls-Royce stock popped on Tuesday morning in London following news that it had been cleared by a consortium of private investors and the UK government to develop small nuclear reactors. The reactors, which would be part of the drive to generate clean energy, were backed to the tune of £195 million from private firms and £210 million grant from the government as part of the government's Green 10-point plan to kickstart the green economy over the next decade. The project is also set to receive a second phase top-up of £50 million from Rolls-Royce. The initiative could create 40,000 jobs by 2050. Let's just throw some numbers out there. About a fifth of the UK's energy is currently generated by nuclear reactors, but a gap looms as more than half of the country's 7.8 gigawatts of nuclear energy is due to retire by 2025. Continue. A single Rolls-Royce SMR power station will occupy the footprint of 2 football pitches and power approximately 1 million homes. So it's not that small. It can support both on-grid electricity and a range of off-grid clean energy solutions, enabling the decarbonization of industrial processes and the production of clean fuels, such as sustainable aviation fuels and green hydrogen, to support the energy transition in the wider heat and transportation sectors. I think hydrogen might be an industry that we should keep our eyes on for sure. Because in Asia, a lot of, especially Japan wants to become the leader in hydrogen. So I think that's an area of the energy market that we definitely need to keep our eyes on, because it might be huge as they, make this push for different types of energies. Uranium is doing very well. I think I'm up 25% or something like that on my uranium plays so far. It can be, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the UK to deploy more low-carbon energy than ever before and ensure greater energy independence. Small modular reactors will offer exciting opportunities to cut costs and build more quickly, ensuring we can bring clean electricity to people's homes and cut out our already dwindling use of volatile fossil fuels even further. So I'm glad that they're finally coming around to nuclear energy, because I don't think that just wind and solar, no, I know for a fact wind and solar wouldn't have cut it, especially in the UK. When is there ever not a cloudy day there? Next. Building and renting single-family homes is top-performing investment. Average risk-adjusted annual return for build-to-rent investments is now about 8%. Not too bad. Let's see it. Single-family homes built to rent are emerging as the hottest corner of the U.S. property market as investors respond to booming demand from home seekers priced out of housing for sale. Rents on homes are rising faster than ever. New household formation is also increasing the demand for rentals as more young people get their own places. Meanwhile, historically high housing prices and steep down payment requirements for homes are driving more people to keep renting even as rents rise. The cost of housing alternatives for single-family renters has exploded. The expected adjusted annual return for build-to-rent investments in the private market is now about 8%. So that would be a fairly good return for real estate if you want to buy some, investment homes, sell them out. If not, you can look at companies like Fundrise. I believe it's Fundrise, fundrise.com, where you can invest in these properties with, I think, $1,000 is the minimum, and still get those returns. Robinhood got hacked? I didn't see that. Oh, they did. Robinhood got hacked, stole data belonging to 7 million customers. Man. Robinhood got hacked. Yeah, Fundrise. Fundrise.com. Can you guys pull up the website for that real quick? Yesterday's news, yeah. I didn't see that even yesterday. They might have hid that from all my... Fundrise, Fundrise. Aloha to you from Maui. Awesome. I've been looking at that, at liquidity mining. Land is always a very good investment, that's for sure. That's it. So this is where you can invest, and there's like pools of different apartments or whatever you can invest in. So that's one of those companies. I believe the minimum is $1,000, and you don't have to be a accredited investor, because with a lot of these, you have to be an accredited investor, which means that you have to make, I believe it's $200,000 a year, $400,000 a year, I think it is, or you have to have $1 million in liquid assets. Now, if you do invest in this, your money is going to be tied up. I believe they only let you take money out twice a year, so your money is going to be tied up. Oh, so you can start with $10. Basic is $1,000, core $5,000, and then premium, I believe, is only for accredited investors. Yeah, $100,000 minimum investment. So there you have it. Nick just said it's very interesting. I'm pretty sure he's being sarcastic. Wow. Gate.io. I was looking at Gate.io yesterday. All right, let's go over the stocks to research for today. We already went over Laser. That's the high risk one for today, LAZR. Let's see where it's at right now. Anybody who's in Laser, congratulations, because you're way up on the day. Up, went back down, still up 18% though. So Laser, high risk for today. That would just be a day play on that one. We went over that at the beginning, but it could be a good play. You might be able to make a couple percentage points. They had an announcement that they're selected to be part of the sensor suite for the Nvidia Drive Hyperion autonomous vehicle platform. So take a look at that, LAZR. Medium risk for today, ERIC, 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 which is the company Ericsson, the network company Ericsson. LM Ericsson provides infrastructure, services, and software to the telecommunications industry and other sectors. The company's segments include networks, IT, cloud, and media. The network segment consists of two business units, network products and network services. So this could be a fairly good medium to long-term play for infrastructure. This is the leading supplier of wireless and wireline networked infrastructure to the telecom industry. At the current price, I definitely think it's possible to get at least 15 to 20% gain from this stock. It is undervalued compared to the rest of the telecom industry, but this company is based in Sweden. I know that international stocks always move a little slower than US stocks, but take a look at it anyway. ERIC, it's a Swedish company. There might be some fees associated with trading this stock, and you probably can't trade it on Robinhood or Cash App or any of those. It would need to be on TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, one of those platforms, because it is an ADR, an American Depository Receipt. But I think that this could be a fairly good play, Ericsson, especially since there's a bunch of money in the infrastructure bill for broadband development in rural areas, as well as the US still working to ramp up its 5G networks. So Ericsson is one of the companies that makes a ton of the infrastructure for the telecom industry. So take a look at that one. Oh, Eric is on Robinhood? Okay. No, Eric. Yes, Rachel, it is Fundrise, Fundrise.com, fundrise.com. XLC. John, I'm staying out of AMC and GameStop. I've got burned too many times on that. XLC is the low-risk communication services select sector. Excuse me. So this could also be an infrastructure play right there. The fund is non-diversified. It's a good one to keep a pulse on the communication services if you're invested in that area. It's also a good fund to get some exposure to the communication sector if you don't want to just pick one or two stocks. It has a 3-star Morningstar rating and a little bit more on the risky side, but it does have some upside. So take a look at that one, XLC. Yesterday we had PAVE, the infrastructure development. I think a lot of the infrastructure bill has at this point already priced in. So you got to be careful and see if you can find some infrastructure stocks. I think some of the good ones might be the rural broadband, because a lot of them still haven't spiked, but it won't be for probably another year, maybe year and a half, 2 years until that money is dished out anyway. So take a look at some of those companies that want to get the government contracts for the rural broadband and other infrastructure projects. And I think that would probably be the best way to play this whole infrastructure thing. But Eric, I think, could gain some from infrastructure, ERIC, and then XLC if you want to be broadly invested in communication services. QuantumScape, yeah, they were cruising yesterday. So we had XLC, ERIC, and Laser, which is now to 2097, 21. We'll see what happens there today, if it keeps going down or if it tries to go back up again. Let me take a look at QuantumScape, see where they're at right now. Back down a little bit, but yesterday they went up $8, about $8. cruising over 20%, I think it was yesterday. All right, and if you'd like to invest in Revival today, I'll give you a chance to do that. There's the best returns that I've seen are always when I invest in the kingdom of God, and this is good soil to invest in here at Revival Today and everything that we do here. So you can do so by going to by doing hashtag donate on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, hashtag donate. You can text RT to 50155, $RT give if you'd like to give by Cash App, Venmo at RT give, revivaltoday.com/PayPal if you'd like to give by PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrencies. So if you scan that QR code, it'll take you to a link where you can give by cryptocurrencies, or you can call our office at 412-446-2332. If there's any cryptocurrencies that we can't receive, or if you just like to donate over the phone, you can call that number as well. We also accept checks. You can send those to make those out Revival Today and send them to Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. And then don't forget to claim your offer at revivaltoday.com/offer, which is, what are we doing today? What you got for me?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Crypto Island.
Crypto
I'm
Island,
trying
let's
to
do it.
make
So for those of you who
I'm
haven't
a
got this
Crypto
shirt,
Island. Trying to make it. I'm a
send
Crypto
that to you as
Island.
a thank you. Crypto Island, especially right now, crypto is cruising. So we're all living large on Crypto Island. Doug, Patrick, and then the Crypto Island bros there. So we'll send that to you as a thank you. Make sure you go to revivaltoday.com and hit claim your offer to claim your offer today for that shirt. Make sure you tune back in at 11 a.m. for Revival Today Live. Then at 4 p.m., Revival Today Live with Maddie. Check the news tonight. Morning prayer tomorrow at 7:30. And I'll be with you again at 9:20. Join us for our tour miracle tour that we're doing of the United States. November 12th through the 20th coming up. Got a whole bunch of different cities that we're going to with Evangelist Jonathan Shuttlesworth and Evangelist Joseph Achanya. So don't miss out on those meetings if you're anywhere close to those areas, or even if you're not. Make sure you make it out to those meetings. AMC looks good on the chart, Doug says. Well, Doug, I'll take your word for it, but I don't think I'm going to invest. Let's take a look here. I don't know. AMC and GameStop, I've been very weary of. I'm staying away from those. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in and hanging out today. Appreciate all of you. Make sure you share the broadcast with a friend, family member. And I will be back again with you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Go out there, make some money today. And I will see you all tomorrow.